Welcome back to Just Talking. We have a great guest here for today. That is Sarah Opatz from the editor creator of this great magazine called Kenozia. Sarah, nice to see you today.
Nice to see you. Nice to meet you too.
Okay, so Kenozia, which I've got a copy of it right here. It's absolutely terrific. But maybe for those who don't know, what is Kenozia?
Sure. So Kenozia is a local art zine. So it showcases local artists, photographers, writers in Kenosha. And it really just kind of brings their work to your doorstep.
So you're the creator of this. Did you come up with it, and how did that all come about?
Oh man, this is gonna be a long story. So, my my boyfriend was actually creating a zine maybe like a year ago, and he wanted to put some of his like photographs that he's taken over the years into this thing that he called a zine. And he, ordered a sample and received it. And I saw it and I was like, that is so cool. What is that? And he was like, it's a zine, thinking I'm crazy that I've never heard of what a zine is before, but I was like, I don't understand what this is. And I just really like the fact that it's like kind of smaller size, so it's like half the size of a magazine, so it's like a mini magazine. It's a zine, and then I kind of researched zines, and they're just super cool. They're really fun. They're a way for people to get out whatever that they want to get out, and they've been around since like the 1930s, so it's something that's just been that people have been able to use to spread word for either politics, music, culture, just really anything. It's been used to really create movements. And I just really wanted to be a part of that.
Now, why did you choose like art and photography and all that?
Yeah, so that's another good one. So I'm born and raised in Kenosha, and then after I graduated college at UW Parkside, I ended up moving to Milwaukee for about 10 years. I worked at a local art bar there called Splash Studio. I ended up managing it, but I was just an artist and I would like teach people to paint as they drink, and it was super fun. But when I was living in Milwaukee, I felt that I was really a part of the art community, and I just really felt that people really enjoyed meeting artists, especially at the place that I work. They just like really being involved and like seeing their work and being able to like kind of replicate that. And then after I moved back to Kenosha, I just felt like, where is the art community in Kenosha? What are they doing? What are they all about? Who are the artists? Like, how can I get involved? And I think this really forced me to one, answer all those questions. And if I had these questions as someone who is an artist and is interested in art, maybe other people in Kenosha would also be interested in finding out, who are the artists here? What do they do? What are their work? What can they offer? And for me, I'm really kind of anti-social media, so I'm not on social media. And I think it's just so frustrating when I was on it, trying to be an artist and trying to figure out algorithms and trying to get people to see my work and trying to get people to like my work, and all these things. And I was just getting so frustrated by it. I'm like, I didn't want that, and I wanted to be able to create something that that was kind of different from that. I like print. I like the physical media. I work at Blue House Books, so I work at a bookstore. I'm a huge reader. You can see all my books. Like, I love books. I love physical media. I love having something in my hand. I like looking at it. So I knew I just wanted to like kind of do that for Kenosha, I guess.
Well, let's hear about it. Well, the first issue. What's in the first issue?
All right, the first issue is really cool. So it features two local photographers, and then it includes an artist spotlight with Mark Travanti. And Mark Travanti is a well-established artist. He lived in New York for a while, so you can kind of get some of his background on that. And then we have a really fun flash fiction piece. Flash fiction is like a story in less than like 1,000 words. So a really fun piece by published author Greta Kelly. Greta Kelly is just really good. She writes a really awesome fantasy series. Like, I highly recommend her fantasy series. And I was so honored when she said yes to me that she would write a flash fiction piece for me. I was like geeking out, and I really love it. It's called The Forest of Undying Trees. You can kind of see it here. And it's actually about the library. So it's kind of like a metaphor for the library, and it's really cool. So it now that you know that, if you reread it, you can kind of see, and just the way she's just so creative with it, I just absolutely adore that. And then I did include some of my art in there, and normally I was actually wasn't going to include any of my paintings at first, but I was missing 2 pages. When I went to go print it, they're like, you need 2 more pages, otherwise we can't make this booklet. So I forced myself to get out of my own comfort zone and put my own paintings in there. And then last but not least, a nice gallery spotlight article on the Anderson Art Center.
All right, let me go back over that because you hit some great things for a first issue. Mark Travanti, I mean, the stuff he does and all
Mhm.
that. Did you reach out to him? Did he reach out to you? How were you able to get him for this
Yeah,
first?
I reached out to him. My boyfriend has been friends with him for a while now. They know each other through the art community here in Kenosha. And when I was talking about doing an art zine, I kind of brought up, just floated the idea by him, and he was just super excited about it. And I was like, you know what? I love your excitement for this. I think I'm gonna have to do a whole like spotlight on you if that's okay with you. And he invited me into his home, and I gotta walk around his home and see his work, and we had a really great conversation. And it's just really good.
Like, and with you being within Blue House Books, I mean, that's this. I told Sam that's the lightning rod in the city because she just does such phenomenal work, and that's why I want to bring up your. There's a painting of the Blue House Books
Yeah.
that you did, and
Yeah.
honestly, I flipped back because I says, "Wait, was that the photography section or the painting section?" Because it looks so good with that.
Thank
Um,
you. Yeah. So for that one, it's really funny. So every year we do like a Santa gift exchange type of thing at Blue House Books. And so we draw names. And I, of course, it was my first year working there. I, of course, had to draw Sam's name. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I got the boss. What the heck am I going to do? What am I going to give her? You know what I mean? I was just like so flustered. And I was like, you know what? I can give her a painting. Like Blue House Books is her home, it's her heart, it's her everything. I was like, if I can gift her that, then, maybe she would like just really super like that. And maybe that would be a good gift. So it took a really long time. It took a couple months to paint. But yeah, I hand painted it. I like painted brick by brick on that painting. Yeah, she has it now, so she owns it. It is not for sale. It is hers. It is hanging up in her house.
That's great. And also the paintings that you've done, at least that I've been seeing now with that, where did you get the inspiration of becoming an artist? And so, or some of your works that you've done?
Yeah, so I wanted to be an artist since the very beginning. I mean, I was involved in everything as a kid. My dad put me through every single sport you can think of. In school, I was like had to be involved in every single thing. I was definitely like the teacher's pet. Like I was obsessed with school. Always had my hand raised. Like I just loved, and I had to be a part of everything that they could offer. I was a part of. So I enjoyed a lot of things, and I have a lot of interest, but my true passion and my true love, that just something that really helped me kind of calm down and just like relax and just thoroughly enjoy, was always art. And I actually went to ITA when it was an academy, not this like crazy huge high school that I came back home to. I was like, what happened here? But it was just a tiny, little academy, and I went to the house communications, and they had a lot of art classes, and that's something I really enjoyed. And the art teachers there were just so good and so passionate, and it just really like kind of like made me even more passionate about it. And I've been doing it ever since I went to Parkside for humanities and art. And I've just been doing it probably since then. I've really never stopped painting. I tried every single style of painting, and let me tell you, I am not an abstract painter. That is one thing like I just cannot do. I tried for many years and I just cannot handle it. So recently I kind of went back to doing more like still lifes. So the paintings that you see, the one with the skeleton, it's actually a still life. So what I do is I take these like little objects that I have around my house, and I kind of throw them in a shoebox. And then I kind of angle like how I think would be an interesting angle, and I take a photo of that, and then I try to draw and paint basically what I see. So
this is the first issue. Is gonna, you said quarterly? Is that my
It's
understanding?
quarterly, yeah. So the next issue I'm planning is going to be a fall Halloween special, and I'm very excited. So it's going to be a little bit bigger. It's going to be a twofer. So that means the front's going to be fall, and then you're going to flip it over, and it's going to look like the front, and it's going to be Halloween. And I already have a couple ideas of some things that I want to include. I for sure am going to do an interview with the Port of Fear Film Festival. I just think, film is also a form of art. So I also want to kind of incorporate that. I do have I'm going to have like a spotlight piece on a local independent filmmaker. He filmed a horror film at Simmons Library and it's going to be streaming soon. So that's going to be included. So there's going to be more elements as well. But of course, there's going to be other forms of art. Like I have this like special effects artist who makes these Halloween masks. His name's Paul Hopner, and he's going to be in there. So there's just going to be so many things. I love Halloween. Halloween is my vibe. So I knew I had to like kind of go all out for a Halloween special. But then, of course, we're also going to have a gallery spotlight, an artist spotlight, kind of things that are consistent from the first issue are going to be consistent in each issue throughout the year.
So where can we find the zines and the publications now or in the future?
Yeah, so the very first issue, I was lucky enough to get some sponsorship, some really great sponsors, some local businesses. So with that sponsorship, I was able to order 300 copies of the zine and be able to kind of distribute them throughout Kenosha for free. Now it is a limited run, so once those 300 copies are gone, they're gone. And if you are still interested, you can absolutely still order the first issue. It's $6 plus shipping. There's like a coffee page, like link on the back here, and I can kind of send that to you. But basically, they can order that, or they can order the yearly subscription through that as well, and then they'll just get mailed out each quarter. They'll get mailed out the new one. But I had them at all the local library branches. Had them. I had some at Public Brewing. I had some at Cutstone. I had some at Eastview Coffee. I had some at the Lettering Machine, of course. Of course, Blue House Books has a stack. Anderson Art Center had a stack. The Kenosha Public Museum had a stack. So I really tried to put them throughout the area at various different places with people who have various different interests.
If they didn't get the zine, is there something on the internet they can look up or no? Or is there like a website?
Yes, so it is. So it's a coffee page. So it's ko-fi/Kenozia. So they can go there. Now, coffee page, it might kind of freak people out because a lot of people may not know what coffee is. Coffee is a platform that's kind of like Patreon, if you've ever heard of that, where it's like an artist place where like you can get memberships to sign up, but it's a lot cheaper, it's a lot affordable, and the money goes directly to people who are on the platform. So you don't have to sign up for your own coffee like page. You don't need any of that. All you do is you go to the shop option and you can buy one issue. You can buy the yearly subscription. It's just a website landing page. So it may look scary because coffee, I think, originated in the UK. So I think it might have more popularity there than it does here. But it is a legit site. It's not a scam, I
Okay,
promise.
sounds good. All right. Well, thank you so much, Sarah. This was just a really fun time talking with you, and I can't say enough good things about this Kenozia zine. Sarah Opatz, thank you so much for talking to us today, and we look forward to more of your issues.
Of course. Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.